Hello, good evening. Today we are doing percent change. You want to have your EN open to page 91. This is chapter 6.6 of your blue book. Your essential question today. The next time you're out shopping, notice some sale signs. They list the new price. Using percent change, determine the percent increase or decrease of the sale price. You'll be really surprised. A lot of times, those sale prices really aren't that big of a deal. All right. Today we're going to be talking with a new formula. It's percent change equals the amount of change over the original amount. That is always your formula. It will never change from now until the end of your math career. It will always be that same formula. All right, let's start with a word problem. The regular price of an MP3 player, okay, let's talk iPods, at TEKS Source or the Apple Store is $79.99. This week, the MP3 player is on sale for 25% off. What is the sale price? Now you might think, oh, okay, I'll just take 79 minus 25. But that would be wrong because it's not $25 off, it's 25% off, which is actually not as good a deal as $25 off. Let's take a look. So our percent of change is our 25 because that's our percent. So that matches our formula, percent of change, equals the amount of change. We don't know that. That's our variable. Over the original amount, which is 79.99. So our first step is we set up our formula. And then our next step is we're going to do the math. So if on this side of my equation or this side of my equal sign, I have a division problem. So this is telling me that some number divided by 79.99 equals 25%. But I got to figure out what that some number is. So what is the opposite of division? Multiplication. Alrighty, so that means I'm going to take 79.99 times 25%. So you can type this in your calculator one of two ways. You can type 79.99 times 0.25, or if you're using a really cool graphing calculator, you can push 79.99 times 25%. Remember, I told some of y'all yesterday or the day before that never to use that percent key. We would use it later for something else. Well, here's later. We're using it for something else. So I'm going to go to my calculator. I don't have a nifty handy dandy percent button on my calculator, so I have to use the decimals. So I'm going to type 79.99 times 0.25. Uh-oh, Miss Duncan typed the numbers in wrong. 79.99 times 0.25. There we go. And that tells us it's a difference of $19.99.75. Well, we're talking money here, so we're going to round it off to $19.99. Now, that's not the price of the MP3 player because that sure would be a cheap MP3 player. $19.99 is the amount you take off. So the question is asking what is the sale price? So we actually have to go back and do $79.99 minus the $19.99. Our change is going to cancel out. That'll make our math a little easier. 79 minus 19 is going to be 9 minus 9 is 0. 7 minus 1 is 6. Yes, you could have typed in your calculator, but it's quicker to do it in your head. And you find out the MP3 player is on sale for $60. That's not a big sale, hardly at all. I'd rather have it for much cheaper than that. All right, tune in for the additional examples because that was only one problem and I'm betting you still don't know what you're doing. Have a great night.